It's almost time, family. Shout out to Miss Sharika Brantley. Thank you for coming in. Uber conference action brand new on me, y'all. Alright, family, this is Brother Hot Tim coming at you live and direct. We are now on Tribal Quotes. And of course, you know this is you're rocking with the best. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is a Heart of December production. Where we strive. This is a Heart of December production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. I'm gonna make this show quick because I'm fasting and I'm also being disrespected at the same time. So I'm gonna go on and just run through the the proverbs real quick, and because I may not have the patience that I need. You knew that in the first place. So here we go, family. We are on day 30 of Tribal Quotes. Day 30. That means for the last 30 weeks, we've been stepping through this book. And we done had a couple of missed weeks, but we've been pretty consistent here on Gye-Nyame Journey, trying to make sure you get the information that you need to improve your life. Right? We're about self-mastery. We're about nation building, right, family? So the lines are open for those that want to join the conversation. Like I said, my energy, because of where I'm at, as far as this fast right now, I'm at the pinnacle. Let me show you on my little pyramid. So when you're doing your fast, you should plan it, and I suggest planning it like a little pyramid. You see that? You see that? So right now, I am right here at the pinnacle, day 11. So right now is the hardest part. So now everything else after this is all down here. After the night is all downhill. Tomorrow I still have to do a portion of the day, no water. But when the evening comes, we're going to get our sip on, right? Then we start drinking water. And then on Mojub next week, I better go back to the teas, herbs, herb drinks, juices, and stuff like that. So then I can start building my body back up to, by the time I get to day 21, I could break my fast with some ferments. Now, right here, what I have a ferment, culturally appropriate. This is a mixture of red cabbage, green cabbage, bok choy grown by my young people, rainbow kale grown by my young people, parsley, dill, and beet leaves. Beet greens, let's say that. All soaking in a mixture. Well, ain't even a mixture. This is ancient. I have to come up with a name for it, but this is going to be important part of some of the stuff that I'm doing now. Because I have, over the time, I've had some ambrosia that aged very, very well. Aged. And I'm going to start switching it out. Right? Because this is the most potent of the ambrosias. Right? So we're going to start doing is we're going to start taking shots of this as well, along with drinking the regular ambrosia. This right here is strong. It's not alcoholic. It's leaning more towards a vinegar-like consistency, but we're going to use this more. And also one of the things that we're going to be coming out with as well is that ambrosia salad dressing. Thank you, Cleve. I'm already got some waiting for when I break the fast so that we can go and sample it live. I might take some to the camp so that some of my people there could try it out as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing with this, family. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, because we got to find some staples. If we don't have no staples, right? You know what I'm saying? A culture is built up on staples. So we got to have something staple that maintain us. Now, the other ferment that I'm going to use to help bring me up off my fast is my favorite. It's fermented beets. Of course, this is done in that ambrosia that I just showed you, right? Instead of water, it's being held down by a shot glass and a big leaf, a big cabbage leaf. But this is beets, beet greens, and some of the mixture that you saw over there. Just a little bit of that, but it's mostly beets. And I love me some beets. And I just can't wait to see how these beets taste after they come up out of this ambrosia. Lord have mercy. Look at me fantasizing about food. Well, enough about me. Let's talk about you. All right, family, those lines are open. 614-556-4535. Once again, that number is 614-556-4535. Let me go and post that up for y'all. Call in line is 614-556-4535. Cool, we got it. All right, we're looking for some family down in Florida. So anybody out there that might be listening that coming a little bit later, we're looking for some family down in the Florida area. And if we have to build some up, you know, I'm quite sure I got some family here that wouldn't mind traveling down to Florida. You know what I'm saying? So that we go and help build some shit down there, right? Direct request from one of the young people that came up directly up out of our community. So, we're looking for family down in Florida. All right, now, so where are we at? So right now, there's nothing left for us to do but to jump into these folk tales. So here we go. Proverbs and quotes. Y'all got to excuse me because I'm somewhere else. So right now, like I said, at this point in time, I'm not doing water. The second day, no water, no food. I'm disoriented in some ways, and but I'm building, still building. Miss Sharika, let them know what part of Florida you are in, so that if we got people that you could connect with. She's talking about people that's thinking like us, people to build with. You know what I'm saying? So what we got to do is start coming up with ways for people, because we coming out with a newsletter soon, so we can go and give people advice on how to build a tribe. If there's no tribe where you are, how to start building it, because sometimes it takes years, because it takes years. You know what I'm saying? But then sometimes you're going to run into some people that are there. But then you got to watch out for the fakers, because they will take all the steam away from you. Right? So you just, so be careful. All right, now. Titusville. Is it Titusville or Titusville? I like the way Titusville sound. Maybe we might need to come down there. Brother Shaka just joined us. All right, so day 30. A bad wound may heal, but a bad name will kill. That's a Scottish proverb. A bad wound may heal, but a bad name will kill. Number 2. This one is by Napoleon Bonaparte. Nothing is more difficult and therefore more precious than to be able to decide. Oh, not tits? Okay, alright. Titus, alright. Well, I don't want to come now. Alright, Napoleon Bonaparte. Nothing is more difficult and therefore more precious than to be able to decide. Last one. To call in a good mood brings about a moody reply. To call in a bad mood brings about a moody reply. That's from Ethiopia. All right? Gye-Nyame Journey again. Which one again? Oh, maybe you came in late on the on where she from. All right. So here we go. So somebody out there, we doing 1, 2, or 3 first. It's on you. It's on y'all. I'll wait. Don't keep me waiting too long, cause y'all see me yawning. Oh. My body said, man, you ain't gonna drink no water, you gonna go to sleep? Brother Shaka, you on the line? Brother Shaka, I can't hear you. Hold on. Let's check the volume. Hold on, Shaka. Let's try it again. Hold on. Let me play the sounds. Alright. Shaka, can you hear me?
The call.
There you go, Shaka. What's going on? Hello?
Oh, man, I'm ready.
Oh, okay. We doing 1, 2, or 3 first.
Let's do 1.
1. Y'all ready? Uh-oh. Miss Sharika beat you, though. She put up number 2. Nothing is more difficult.
Okay, let's go with Napoleon.
Napoleon Bonaparte. Nothing is more difficult and therefore more precious than to be able to decide.
Okay. So, what you want me to start? I'll start if you want me to start.
Well, I mean, I like to give people opportunity. Before I jump, I ain't gonna have that much energy to jump. I ain't gonna be able to jump too high tonight, but I'm gonna jump.
Don't worry about it. So walk me through that one more time. Say it one more time. You said that.
You ready?
Yeah.
Nothing is more difficult and therefore more precious than to be able to decide.
Okay. Well, first of all, let's break down the ability to decide. Where did that come from? Who can do it? Right?
Right. Go ahead.
When we make decisions, hold on one second. Hold on. Get downstairs. Now. Get downstairs. This dude, man. I swear he always wait until I get on the phone with you to like show up with some foolishness. Just so I'll be like, just go. All right, just go. You can do it. Yeah, you got it. All right. All right, so let's break down what it is to decide. And what I mean is that dominion is what makes us different than every other species. So they say. Because we have the ability to. And that's what makes us different. And so when you look at that as an obligation, it's an awesome thing to be able to do. To be able to choose your mate, to choose your tribe, to choose who to invite and who to leave out. Because it's a thing of preference. And so when that, you lock out a lot, and you leave in and you leave a lot of potential within what you allow in your realm to be able to build upon. When you look at people and their intellect and whatever it is that they bring into the mix as an asset, being able to optimize the productivity of that asset is the precious thing. When I look at even from a bacterial place, you gave me some bacteria.
You said who?
Bacteria.
Are you moving your mic? What's going on?
Oh, it must be this room there. Hold on a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's like wide out. It's spread out. It's not focused like it usually is.
Okay, I'm a pacer. That's what I was doing, trying to find a space. Now, how about now? You good?
It's a little bit better.
Okay. So, where was I? So what I'm meaning to say is that the ability to decide is awesome, but as much rope as we are given to express ourselves and to decide freely, we can also hang ourselves with that same rope. And so being able to have that type of leverage in this world to be able to say, well, this is mine and this is not. This is yours. This is mine. This is what I want to build. This is what we have, and this is what we will have. So you, like I said, you gave me some bacteria, and with that bacteria, I've been able to produce something that heals. And I could have decided not to, but I think that it's an awesome thing that because we choose this path, that we're able to magnify on the things that's important to us as a people, and we can choose to either be a part of what heals it or maintain ourselves in this realm of mediocre or of mediocrity. You know what I mean? So that's my initial take on it, just deciphering it and I'll come back after you.
All right. So Napoleon Bonaparte says nothing is more difficult and therefore more precious. So the more difficult something is, I guess what he's saying is the more difficult something is, the more precious. The rarer something is. It's rare in this society, even back then, all the way up to now, it's rare for somebody to have the ability to decide. Right? Most of us are living our lives with the permission of others. We got to understand, all of us, we have bosses, we have organizations that we're responsible to. So now it done reached totally into our private lives. So we have to be very careful about how we carry ourselves outside of the places where we really live, where we work. You know what I'm saying? Because we carry that with us. So we don't really get to decide. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we start growing in who we are, and we start growing as a group, we develop the ability to decide. You know what I'm saying? Because that means you're able to take your fate into your own hands. Right? But it's hard to take, because I want you to think about this. It's hard to take your fate into your own hands when you're totally dependent on somebody else. When you're totally dependent on other people. Right? Because I hear people talk about sovereignty, but then, you ask them what they eat and they say McDonald's. They talking to you about sovereignty, right? You ask them where they live. You know what I'm saying? They're able to give you the street and the address. Right? You know what I'm saying? To be sovereign means that you are in control of all aspects of you and your people's existence. All five parts of your being are under your dominion. Intuitional, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. You have your sphere of influence covers all of those. And right now, as a people, ours don't cover that. So the ability to decide is a rarity and a precious thing that we need to go and cultivate and move towards, so that we can start collectively deciding on what actions we're going to take. Right now, we decide as individuals, and usually is with the influence that is around us and the influence that's putting money in our pockets. We got to be very clear about that. Many of us think that we're making choices, that we're deciding things, but we're not really deciding things. We have permission to decide things, because if you was really to stand up and really start making your own choices, many of the organizations and many of the places that you work, you will not be able to go. I'm just...
You know what? And the great part in that, man, is that when you decline membership, if you will, in those organizations because you choose to make your own mind up, then you're fed with a long spoon. You're not excommunicated. You're just fed with a long spoon. And that is an easy way to say, you know what, you can stay here and continue to be treated this way if you want, or you can leave and find some folk that, you know what I mean, you can do that with. But go ahead, man. I felt like that was necessary.
No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna need to get some rest soon. So let's move on. You said number one, so we're gonna go to number one. A bad wound may heal, but a bad name will kill. You want me to go first on that one?
That's true.
Oh man, yes it is.
Go ahead.
A bad wound may heal, but a bad name will kill. So a physical wound, it hurts. It hurts you. You understand what I'm saying? You get a physical wound,
yeah,
and people around you, if they got empathy with you, they might feel your pain, they might feel your suffering, but eventually that's going to go away from them, from their immediate thoughts. You know what I'm saying? After they get it bandaged and all that, and you're going to have to eventually suffer that pain by yourself. But a bad name, right, is a wound, not just on you, but it covers your entire family, and it covers those people that came before you, right? A bad name, right? Once you wound the name, it does not trickle on you. It trickles on everybody around you, right? Everybody that shares that name with you, because we got to realize that, you know, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, in the olden days, categorize people by their name. What group did you come from? Who was your mother? Who was your father? Who was your grandmother? Who was your what is your last name? You know what I'm saying? That group name. And when you sullied that, and when you marked that up, and when you injured that, you not only injured yourself, but you injured everybody that hails up under that name. This is why we have to be careful with what we think, say, and do when we run around with our name. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because we've been taught, you know, it's just about you. If it's just about you, why do you have a last name? I want y'all to think about that. If your life is your life, then why do you have a last name that connects you to a group? Your first name just connects you to who you are, but the last name connects you to a group. And we got to make sure that our children understand that, and we got to make sure that we start remembering this, right? Because a lot of times we just carry on and don't realize, or maybe we don't care, that what we do affects more than just you. What you do affects more than just you. It affects those that's coming behind you, those that may share your name. So the good things you do spills over to those as well as the bad things. A bad name will kill. Because a bad name won't allow you to go out and work, won't allow you to go out and eat. You know what I'm saying? Will keep you in a certain point in life. Because somebody in your family line decided to be treacherous, decided to be dishonorable, decided to be disloyal, decided to be a traitor. And we got to exercise this one really in our community. Dog, you know what I'm saying? You got a bad name. You got to prove some shit to us. You know what I'm saying? Because like one of the things that me and some of the young people gonna do is we're going to go through the history of the Afro set, and we're gonna get Brother Nomo's FBI records. Because, you know, the 30 years is up. So we got access to those. Because we want to put together a history on our one of the founders of what we're doing. No More X. So now, when we start going through those things and we start connecting dots, certain people's name is going to come out. Now I need y'all to understand, family. That's going to be a mark against you and your group, because there was informers all throughout the Nation of Islam and all throughout the Afro set. At least here, we know that. I mean, other places deal with Black Panther, but right here in Columbus, we dealt with the Afro set, and it was informers within Afro set, and those individuals have. Once we find out who it is, your name is tarnished. I'm just letting y'all know. So, go ahead, Shaka.
All right, so I'm gonna try to get to the meat as quickly as possible. Let's take down the first aspect of this, and we're talking about injury, right? We're talking about a wound. And anytime we're talking about injury, we have to also understand that within injury, there's lesson in all injury. Even heartbreak. And that's why you hear the elders say you ain't a man until what?
You had your heart broke.
You had your heart broke. Because there's lesson in that. transformation that happens within you from understanding the dependency and that type of vulnerability. And you learn from that. And so, yes, time heals all wounds. But understand this, in the spiritual realm, there is no such thing as time nor space. So when you say that a bad name can kill, this is a message to the slanderers. This is a message to those who think your name was evil or ill will. You understand? Because here's the piece. Everybody that bears my name, and everybody on the other side of life right now that bears my name, I know they're offended. And I've seen evidence of that sentiment. When it comes to the connectivity of our ancestry into this realm, one thing that has brought me tremendous peace recently is knowing that when it comes to vengeance, I don't have to lift a finger, because the universe is always going to do what it's supposed to do. And our ancestors are present. And the more that I hold on to that faith that the Creator has brought me here to do some work, in that same breath, I know that He's positioned those ancestors and those souls around me so that I can complete what I have to do. So when you say that a bad name can kill, stand in my way, and I can show you what I can tell you without lifting a finger.
All right, we're going to work our way to this last one. To call in a bad mood brings about a moody reply. Ethiopia. To call in a bad mood brings about a moody reply. Your choice, Haka. What you want to do?
Go ahead, man.
All right. To call, when you approach somebody with attitude, you're gonna get attitude back. Very simple. I mean, this one is very simple. The energy that we take into a place, the energy that we take into a room, is the energy that more than likely we're going to get back. Always remember that, family. You know what I'm saying? So when you call somebody in a bad mood, you're gonna get a moody reply. We all done experienced that, but it's a subtle piece of wisdom that we need to understand. When we approach something with pleasantness, right? When we approach something with our principles and understanding that we got to treat everybody right? And we give them the opportunity. Like, for example, looking at people sometimes, they might approach you in a bad mood, and you got to realize, man, what the fuck is going on with them? You might have to imagine some shit with them. Maybe he just found out his mother died. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the dog died. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just found out he got herpes. Wait, I mean, you gotta come up with shit.
I was just thinking the same thing. I can't believe you just said it. Maybe he got herpes, yo.
Maybe he got herpes. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Sometimes you get, sometimes you have to, when they come at you in a moody experience, you have the right to respond to them in a moody way. But part of your training is being able to look at them, see them. That's respect. See them again, again, see again. Right? And respond to them in a different way. When people come at you with moody responses, give you opportunity to see who you are. Like, I'm hungry, so I'm just snapping on everybody. Not today. Shit, tomorrow's gonna be off. But I'm just saying. So it's moodiness. When you approach somebody in a mood, you're more than likely gonna get a moody response. So you shouldn't be surprised when you do. Right? Because our ancestors laid it out for us. Dude, if you don't want bad attitude, don't approach people. Have you ever seen somebody with a snappy, bad attitude? I mean, especially Now, I deal with this all the time. Motherfuckers will come to a meeting with me with a fucking bad attitude and want me to maintain a professional composure. They could do and say whatever the fuck they want to. They could be as moody and disrespectful as they want. But soon as you check them, you're unprofessional. That's unprofessional. How could you? Right? Family, we got these veils that we hide behind. We got these games that we play with each other that's preventing us from moving to another level, that's preventing us from being able to grow, that's preventing us from moving to the greatness that awaits us. Because we sitting around here fucking around, playing. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? You know for a fact that when you come at somebody with a mood, in most cases, they're going to approach you with a similar mood in their response. So stop it. Especially as adults. See, this one obviously had to be put down after modern times. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's only in the modern times where motherfucker can actually walk into a room and be upset and be yelling and then be kind of thrown off when you check them about what they doing. I don't understand this. We in a new. I'm sorry, Shaq. Go ahead. We in a new paradigm, man. All right, we got to blow up. We got to blow up those old paradigms. Where you at, Explosion? Come on. Damn. Explosion. I mean, I fast. They tripping. They eating. Go ahead.
All right, take me back there.
Read it again.
Yes, sir.
To call in a bad mood brings about a moody reply.
Call in a moody reply.
To call in a bad mood brings a moody reply.
Okay, say the first part again. Call in the moody reply.
To call in a bad mood brings about a moody reply.
Mm-hmm. There was a second part to that, right?
No, that's it. To call in a bad mood brings a moody reply.
Oh, damn, man. That's straight up law of attraction. That's straight up law of attraction. Man, oh, man, here I am deciphering like there's a two-parter. All in a bad mood. Okay, so there's nothing else to say. All that you were talking about, look, when we look at, and sometimes it's about knowing your audience. Because I know some people from the East Coast, when you talk to them, if somebody from Cleveland talks to somebody from the East Coast, they'll be like, why are you mad all the time? He ain't mad. He's from Brooklyn. Shit. You know? And the thing is that, like, you got to stand up and you gotta rise to that vibration. So it's the thing about vibration. And I hope that, I hope y'all can hear what I'm saying right now because, am I breaking up or are you good?
Yep. Oh, you good, man.
Okay. Yeah. So, man, and I'm kind of overwhelmed right now because of the simplicity of it all.
It's very
But it's
simple.
a vibration. It's a vibration thing. When you have a needy energy, and you talking to somebody from the point where they say, "How are you doing?" and you reply with that, I'm good, but man, am I hungry? They already saw that coming from the vibration before you said anything. So people start to change the way that they leave that door open. So instead of next time asking you how you doing, they say, hey, good day, right? And it's like, yeah. And then before you get into it, they'll run right into the next part of the conversation because they don't want to hear it. Don't nobody care. And so it's one of the things where you got to rise up to the occasion. You got to know who it is that you're dealing with, and and that individual has to know who their audience is. Just the other day, a brother that I know put on Facebook. He said, "Hey, could somebody help me out with some food?" And I gave him an address where they were having the produce drop-off at that very moment. And I said, "Yo, this is around the corner from you. Go there right now with your ID and fill your refrigerator." And he called me later on that night, and I told him what it was, and he didn't jump on it, right?
Oh,
he didn't
wow.
jump on it at all. But he asked the people to help him for food, and I get off the phone with him, and instantly, we didn't even talk about this, but instantly, right after we get off the phone, I see a request from the Cash App for $10. And I declined it. That ain't who I am. That's not what that whole piece was about when I just spent the last 30 minutes on the phone trying to get you right.
Actually, you should have returned it and said you should have sent him a bill for $100 because we work for that half an hour should have been billable. You know what I'm saying?
This is true. You're right. And that's correct math because a 90-minute session is $300. That's absolute. So yeah, we so we just gotta watch the vibrations around us, and we gotta watch the vibrations that we give off. Because the thing is that there's people, even on this line, even in this conversation, that we have to become more aware of ourselves, and that is just common sense. That's not self-mastery. It's just a matter of being considerate to everybody else around you. If you wake up in the morning, you got sleep in your eyes, you got boogers hanging out your nose, and you don't even care enough to look in the mirror before you leave out the house. Everybody that you deal with that affects. If you handing money to somebody, they ain't worried about that dollar. They're worried about, did you get some booger or some eye booger on that dollar? You know what I mean? It's the same thing with your attitude. If you got a funky ass attitude, I don't want no exchange with you. You're like Aquaman to me. You are you know what Aquaman is.
Oh my God.
All right, but go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I hear you. I mean, it's a simple one. And family, listen. Take some time. Go over the proverbs. Go over the quotes. And if you want to leave comments on the timeline, be sure to do that. But I'm gonna end this one tonight because I'm about to go to sleep. I gotta make it through tomorrow too. So, family, I will see you in the morning. We're gonna do us a quick toast. Talk a little bit about some ferments. And I'm out. So YouTube, I'm out. Facebook, I love you, but I'm out.
Let me know when you shut everything else down. I got a question for you.
All right, hold on. Spreaker, I'm out.